Last Saturday, the calendar read February 25th, but outside it was as if the atmosphere had skipped ahead a few months. The weather map during the early afternoon last Saturday showed a cold front slicing the state in half. Historic warmth ahead of it that included many all-time February highs. Stiff southerly breezes pushed temperatures back into the 60s and 70s in the eastern part of Pennsylvania, while X marks the spot of a potent upper air disturbance approaching from the west, riding a powerful jet stream that cut right across that cold front. Eventually, a line of strong thunderstorms developed from the Canadian border all the way south to North Carolina. The radar loop on Saturday was a classic example of individual thunderstorms, some of them rotating supercells, merging over time into a squall line. That's actually a fairly typical order of events. What's not typical is that it happened in February in Pennsylvania. Here's the Storm Prediction Center's severe reports from Saturday. More than 100 in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. That would be a lot in the heart of spring. It's pretty much unprecedented in February. Here, green means large hail, blue damaging winds, and red a tornado. And there were 4 of those, one in Massachusetts, the first February tornado on record in that state, one in Charles County, Maryland, just south of D.C., and 2 in Pennsylvania. One in York County, the other moved from Luzerne into Lackawanna County. Now, the list of confirmed tornadoes in February in Pennsylvania is very short, just 5 since 1950. Before last year, just 1 in Center County, of all places, in 1990. There were actually 2 tornadoes last year in February in Bradford and Lancaster counties, and then the 2 last Saturday. Here's a radar image of the Wilkes-Barre area just before the tornado formed in Luzerne County. See the higher values of reflectivity here, the whites and reds forming sort of a hook shape. That is a classic signature of a rotating thunderstorm and possibly a tornado. Now, here's a survey of that tornado done by the Weather Service in Binghamton. The path was 500 yards wide and about 13 miles long. It began just east of Wilkes-Barre and paralleled I-81, mostly avoiding populated areas, with maximum winds estimated at 120 miles per hour. As for the tornado in York County, here's a photo of the twister taken near Route 30 around Wrightsville. Fastest winds were estimated at 90 miles per hour, with damage mostly to trees in a heavily wooded area. Farther east, the main threat was straight-line winds. Here's a radar image focused on Berks County. That bowing arc of thunderstorms is called a bow echo, a classic sign of damaging winds. It went through Reading around 4 p.m. Saturday. A gust of 61 miles per hour measured there, with wind damage reported in Kutztown, Wernersville, and Hamburg, among other places. February 2017 will not only be remembered for its unusual severe weather, but also its remarkable mildness. The warmest February on record at State College, Philadelphia, and Harrisburg, just to name a few. Stay tuned. The extended forecast is next.